environment. T minus 7 seconds.
Today's video is sponsored by cells. What's making me, but not this helmet because it's not alive.
Hello there, didn't see you. I'm a squirrel. So, we're talking about the cell theory today. Ever heard of that? Well, too bad you're hearing about it now. So the first there are 3 cell theories. Did you know that? Mind blown. I thought there were 5, but there are 3 because Eneko was smart. The videotaping me right now. Anyway, so first cell theory is that all living things are made of 1 or more cells because the cell is basic unit of life. Wow. So the second cell theory is cell is the smallest unit of life. So like see this tree? It has cells, plant cells, with like the cell wall, cell membrane, organelles, all that good stuff. You know? You know what I'm talking about? Back on me, cameraman. So the third cell theory is that all cells come from already pre-existing cells, which means they divide in a process called mitosis. Not mitosis. That's how you pronounce it, but it's not like mito. It's like mitosis. One word. Not mito. M-I-T-O-S-I-S. Anyway, so if you're wondering how the cell theory came to be, it was made by the observation of Leeuwenhoek, Schwann, Fitch, Virchow, and others. This led to the development of the almighty cell theory. Now, let me show you another example of something that has cells. You know, there are many different things. Stop it.
Prokaryotic organisms are different from eukaryotic. They sound the same, but here's a good reminder. Pro means no, and in the prokaryotics, they have no nucleus, no membrane-bound organelles, and they are much simpler than the all high and fancy eukaryotes, because we are just like them, and we are the fanciest of them all. So, every prokaryotic has one type of cell for all things it does and all functions that are performed. But you might be thinking, hey, amoebas have one cell, and other creatures like that. Are they also prokaryotics? No, because they have nucleuses. Yeah, and that's why they're completely different. And with their cell, they can do multiple things.
Eukaryotic organisms have their nucleus surrounded by a membrane. It also has specialized cells, which do not perform one function, but each cell performs a different function. Like respiration, which creates energy, which is called cellular respiration. Then also, it has a larger nucleus because it needs to have more DNA than a prokaryotic organism, because it has more functions than a prokaryotic organism. Then it also has membrane-bound organelles. And an example of a eukaryotic organism is this marvelous hamster. Oh my, look at how cute he is. And
that have more than one cell or a single cell. There's a big difference. We'll explain that later. So anyway,
Eukaryotes are split into fungi, protist, animals, and plants. So each type have their own similarities and differences. Like for example, plant cells and animal cells. So, just like most cells, both have membranes and membrane-bound organelles, nucleus, ribosomes, DNA, lots of stuff. I'm pretty sure too. So, but there's a difference. So, plant cells, they have cell walls, which is like the cell membrane, except it covers it instead. So there are many similarities and differences, as I said before. And their differences are that the plant cells have cell walls and vacuoli. The differences between vacuoles
Keep going.
is that it has one big one. It has just one big one. Because the animal cell has a bunch of tiny ones, ours has one big, humongous one. They also have, only plant cells also have chloroplast. So chloroplast takes sunlight, and that's what makes the plant green. That's why we're not green, even though it's a skin color.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just catching up on milk protein. So, for today's experiment, you will need a cup, white vinegar, like this, Publix vinegar. You poured it into the cup, and an egg. So, you will put the egg into the cup, like so. Then, you need to wait 1 day. Super epic time warp activate. So here. And this should be the finished result. Few years later. See this? Looks like an egg. It is an egg. But see, this is like the cell membrane. Now, if I hold it up to a light, I can't see anything. Why? Because this egg is weird. Now, see this? So, before this, the egg right here, it still has its shell. And see? Here's some real time for you. It's dissolving the shell. See little dots and stuff on it? And then it becomes this. Looks like a turtle egg, right? So white vinegar allows it to be transparent and more squishy, unlike the colored vinegar, which we already tried with and sort of dropped the egg. So now we're doing it here with this egg. Bye.
Okay, so the levels of organization are from an atom to an organism like us humans, the beautiful humans that we all are. Yeah. So, first of all, we started with the atoms. They are the tiniest, the little teeny tiny atoms, as I like to call it.
Little teeny tiny atoms.
Okay, so next, a bunch of atoms come together and they make a molecule. Molecules come together and they make organelles. An organelle, this is where it gets really cool. All of those cool kids, from the mitochondria, the strong one, to the ribosomes, the other ones, and the DNA who writes everything down, they make a cell. Now cells are just like what everyone has. It's the smallest unit of life.
Bricks.
So, they are the tiniest. Remember when I said the atoms were the tiniest? I was wrong. It was the cells. Well, at least for living. Then, a bunch of cells decide to come together to make tissues. Now, of course there's different types of cells, like bone, tissue, bone, brain, lungs, and so on. Give me a moment. So as you can see, this has many organs, like the bone right here. Yeah, like that bone. Sorry. So anyway, now we're back with that. Let me just...
Super regrowation powers activate.
Okay, so after that, a bunch of organs like the arm there, you don't want to show that. My head, they all make organs. Well, a bunch of organs together, the specific ones, make an organ system. Like, you know, those bones? Well, you know what skeletons are, obviously. You're not a dumb baby, are you? And skeleton is an organ system. They're made of millions of bones. Probably less. Never mind. So organ systems like the skeletal, the respiratory, which lets you breathe, and all that make an organism. Animals like dogs, to humans, to Barney, to dinosaurs, anything.
Technical difficulties.